Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a very chill sit down video. If you want to join me, have a cup of coffee, have something to eat maybe, because we are going to talk for a while now, have a talk about books, movies, media. The morning is very beautiful today and I thought to make this video a very chill sit down video. I didn't want to walk a lot right now because like very beautiful outside, sunny, breezy. So we are going to do a recommendation video, and the theme of the recommendation video is going to be everything about books, so I'm going to recommend you some books about books, movies about books, channel about books, and some really good YouTube video about books. Let's get started. Well, let's begin with the movies. So first movie from this list is The Guernsey Literary and Potato Peel Pie Society. This is the movie that I watched in lockdown and was absolute fan of it. This is basically in 1946, a London-based writer starts exchanging letters with the residents of Guernsey Island, which was occupied by German in World War II. And then she decides that it's a very interesting island, and they have this really tiny book club which is called the Guernsey Literary and Potato Peel Pie Society. How they started it, the story was really interesting to her, how they rely on each other through books and discuss it, and they spend this really hard time, supported each other while World War II, and how books help them. So it was really interesting for her. She thinks that I really want to write a book about these people, so she decides to come to Guernsey Island, and then the story starts. What a beautiful story. Also, it is a book, and the movie is made from the book. I absolutely enjoyed it. I was crying, laughing, enjoying every single moment of the movie. I can't really express what I felt when I was watching this movie, but you really have to watch this movie if you have a defined love for books. Next movie that comes into this recommendation list is called The Bookshop. The name, it says, screams books. So yes, which is this woman, Florence Green, a free-spirited widow, puts grief behind her and risks everything to open up a bookshop in the sleepy seaside town of Harborough in England. And but this soon brings her a lot of enemies. A lot of people are against her. I don't know, I couldn't really, there was so much of politics in that movie just because of a bookshop. But there she also finds a very beautiful friendship in an old widowed man who also has great love for books, and they also start a relationship of friendship, camaraderie, and understanding. Looks of it, mwah, chef's kiss, it's so beautiful. Also, it was like English countryside, so it had to be beautiful, plus the story, plus the setting. Just go watch it. Next movie is Holy Grail for book lovers. Everybody has watched it, but since I'm making this list, I cannot not include this movie in the list, which is The Dead Poets Society. A new English teacher, John Keating, is introduced to all boys preparatory school, which is set in really traditional and high standards. He uses unorthodox methods to teach the students who face enormous pressures from their family, for their career and everything. This eccentric teacher helps them to unlearn orthodox things, unlearn preconceived notions about things, unlearn the unnecessary traditions that only give you pressure to be a certain standard. They learn to break thin shell, pursue their career according to their dreams, and seize the day. So dark academia, heartfelt, heartbreaking, and this is a movie that I could hard relate to. I cannot tell you how this movie changed me, how I could relate to this movie that I've bawled my eyes out. That's what I can tell you. Go and watch it. If you have not watched it, I'm surprised, but it's really good that you have not watched it, because you watched it from here and will thank me for that because I gave you the recommendation. Last recommendation for the movies about books is going to be Party Girl. You wouldn't expect Party Girl in a movie's name where you wanna see books, but anyway, Party Girl is basically a party reformed girl who was a party girl who used to party, get drunk, and she was arrested. Her aunt gets her bailed out of the jail and gives her a second chance, gives her a job in a very sleepy library. She is bored out of her mind. She does not like library, but she soon turns her life around and finds a love for books. Yeah, How good is that we are seeing people being converted into bookaholics? It was a really good movie. I think this movie is quite old. Her monotonous life, she's bored, but how can someone be bored with books? Let's find out. Now we have books about books. Very first is Book Thief. Lizelle in Nazi Germany has lost her family, but has been adopted by these two foster parents. Finds the love for books. Sees that how Nazi Germany is controlling what to read, what not to read. They're burning books, but she finds this secret love for book, and reading in secret, getting to learn what books can do to you in your life. She's risking her life to read books, and what a book. This whole book has been told by the death itself. The first person is Death has been following her. He sees the struggles, he sees what she's going through, he sees how she has grown, he sees how she formed connections and has a family now. Heartbreaking book. I cannot tell you, I have drenched the pages of this book. Such an important piece of literature that I think everybody should read. Even if you're not a reader, you should read, because I would give anything to forget about this book and reread again, but I don't want to traumatize myself. But anyway, very beautiful. Next book is The City and Its Uncertain Wall by Haruki Murakami. The story starts with this teenage love, a guy and a girl in love, but the girl goes missing. The guy is now a middle-aged man. He finally decides that I want to go and look for her. He goes on to an adventure. He enters a world where unicorns roam. He enters a world where a gatekeeper will decide if you stay or not. He enters a world where your soul disconnects from you. And he also enters magical libraries. He gets to know that he becomes a librarian. He gets to know the story of a librarian who was there before him. It's just all so enchanting. And in the end, he's looking for his love, who went missing so many years ago. Beautiful book, beautiful ode to books, beautiful ode to all the Murakami books, because you will see glimpses of Murakami's other books in the same universe in this book. Very good book. Next is Giver of Stars. This is basically about group of women in Kentucky, America, where they form a group where they distribute books. It's kind of a horseback library where they give out books on horseback. So amazing. I mean, you get book delivery for free, you tell me, but they are vaulted against that you're a woman, you're riding horses, you cannot work, what is this book trend you're starting in this countryside and everything. This is a very feminist book. You get to see the struggles of different kinds of women in their life. You want to know difficulties women faces in different parts of the world. Different kinds of women read this book. If you want to see the love for books, that people go to these lengths to read these books, how books help people in difficult times, read this book. It's really good. It is by Jojo Moe and absolutely stunning. Next book is Starless Sea. Starless Sea is a very slow book, but you need to have patience to actually enjoy the book. This is about Zachary, who is a college student, very introverted, reads books for his pleasure, read books for escapism, but he starts reading a book which is really reminiscent of something that happened to him in his childhood. Things start happening in his life, like he's suddenly in a masquerade, suddenly in a secret society. What is happening? He's seeing this bee sword symbol everywhere. He starts to interact with people he never thought existed, like magical people, and he starts to interact with ancient secret libraries. There are intertwining stories about long lost lovers, time and fate, love story between sun and moon. A lot of stories have been intertwined in this book. It could be confusing, but once you get the hold of it, it's really good book. A very good dark academia book, very interesting layering. Aaron Mondrason has done it again. I thought Night Circle is the best that he could do, but surprisingly, Starless Sea, amazing. Gotta read. I think this whole book that he wrote is a ode to stories, ode to books, ode to how books contain everything. Books give you escapism, and intertwining stories could not be done better. That's what I'm going to leave you with. Do what you will with that. That were all the books that I wanted to recommend. Now I will recommend you channels. Okay, I just only have 3 channels to recommend you. First is Emmy. That is my go-to channel when I'm in a reading slump, because she reads so voraciously, and her 40-minute long videos are so engrossing to watch because she shows the love for reading. I don't know how she ever is not in reading slump. She is, but that also looks interesting. So whenever I want to read classics or book that I really don't want to deal with, I watch Emmy. Absolute gem. She is absolute gem. Love you, Emmy. Then Alison Pages, she has not been uploading now because of her health issues, but you could go and check out her channel and her previous videos as well. The way she makes videos, the love for books, the way she smiles when she sees a book and smells a book, her editing style, that's so phenomenal. Like, I have a love for editing because of her. I used to have a love for editing before than that as well, but by seeing her, it doesn't seem like work now. Last channel that I would recommend is According to Alina. She is a commentary channel. She comments about book talk, bookstagram, and book trends currently going on, and social commentary on that. So if you want to watch book commentaries, you want to know social stands on books, then go for According to Alina. Great channel, love her content, love, she's really fluent, talks really nice. Now, last part of the video is I'm going to recommend you some media, and you wouldn't have to worry about any channel subscription or any platform subscription, because all of these are going to be on YouTube. The very first video that I would recommend you is Narratology and Poetics: How to Read Deeper and Analyze Books by Christy Ann Jones. This is also a booktube and a writing tube channel that I follow. She is an author now. She has a phenomenal channel as well. This particular video by her goes into deep reading, and the way she has explained it is really good. If you want to know about how to read properly, how to read like a scholar, narratology, poetics, a lot of literary terms she talks about, this is a great video to start with. It's really enjoyable. Even if you don't follow the things, it's really, enjoyable to just know about this literary side of reading. Great. Just like, other than pleasure, if you want to feel like a scholar, like you want to read as if it's important. Next video that I would recommend is a video series that's called the Book Lovers series. It's an observational documentary that you see silent vlog about bookstores throughout New York. I think I have not seen the whole thing until now. It's really cool to play it along while you're doing something, or watch while you're reading or something. It's really cool because it's all silent and just libraries and bookstores throughout New York, I think. Great. Next video, and the last that I'm going to recommend in this whole video or this particular segment, which is Why We Are So Obsessed with What Other People Read, is a video that is by According to Alina that I recommended that channel just before. She talks about why do we want to know what other people read, and how intellectual thing has become a trend in reading, that if you read you're intellectual, and if you don't you're not, and you tend to read those kind of books which are intellectual in perspective, and you don't think about your personal pleasure anymore. You just want to read what other people read because you want to be cool like other people, you want to be intellectual like other people, you want to know what other people read. So this is again a commentary on this social media trend that is currently going on, that she talks about. Very well researched, well thought, well spoken. Go watch it. And another video by her is Death of Personal Taste. She talks about how all of us are reading the same kind of books because we see it on internet. Everybody is reading that book, so we are going to read that book. There's no personal taste. Those 10 to 20 books are common that everyone reads nowadays. Nobody is recommending a different kind of a book or a different kind of anything nowadays, because if anything is in trend, everybody does that, and there is no personal taste anymore. Nobody recommends anything different. So love the video. How ironic, I must have recommended you so many things that you already have watched or seen, or people have talked about. But yeah, there is a death of personal taste, I would have to agree, even though I'm making this video and that's the very last point of my video. I don't really know what to do about it, but yeah, we should have different taste. I think that's how, there's a mix up in this whole pool. The DNA is the same now, nobody is different, which is going to be an issue because it's soon going to be really saturated, which we don't want in this particular industry anyway. That was the whole video, guys. If you were wondering why I was looking down, I had my diary where all my points were jotted down and I was talking to you through them. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you had a great time. I had a great time filming in this open air blue sky. You can see the breeze, and it's so pretty and sunny here. Bye bye.